look like a referee.
Welcome back to Hot
Black
Topics
nigga remember
TV,
me
y'all.
until I found out that recipe.
Told my son when I'm gone, you gon' be a rich little bastard. Rest in peace, young Dolph. But again, man, we can't even say rest in peace.
Took over her body, got her all in pain. My homie going through it, I see it all.
Everyone that's involved in it has not been brought to justice. So that man is turning in his grave, trying to point us in the right direction. His autopsy report was just released. And the way they did him, damn. I mean, what kind of rage, what kind of hate, what kind of anger, what kind of animosity did they have towards young Dolph to do this man like this? Young Dolph was shot 22 times. 22 times. We remember he was standing in Makeda's Cookies, ordering his cookies, and they said as soon as his cookies came, he was taking his cookies from over the counter, and then gunshots rang out. Those gunshots rang out, and now we know further details because his autopsy has been released. Shout out to MSN.com. Young Dolph was shot 22 times outside a store in Memphis, Tennessee on November 17th. It's the details of the autopsy, though, that you have to hear. You got to hear this because the autopsy is about to tell you where he got what shot and what actually killed him. So the autopsy report was released by the Tennessee Regional Forensic Center on Tuesday, March 15th. Today is the 16th. I'm releasing this. The report obtained by Fox 13 Memphis included where the gunshots entered and exited his body. The rapper and music executive born Adolph Thornton Jr. was shot. Listen to this. Brace yourself for this. He was shot in the forehead. Yes, in the forehead. In the temple. In the face, right side of his back, center of his back, left side of his back, right arm, left chest, left abdomen, right chin, right side of his neck, right wrist, right shoulder. The shooting took place outside Makeda's Cookies, where police located Dolph and pronounced him dead at the scene. He was 36 years old. Since then, the police has named Devin Burns and Joshua Taylor as persons of interest in connection to the murder in the development of their investigation. Two others, Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith, were previously charged with fatally shooting young Dolph. Both of those have pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder and other felony charges as of February 11th of 2022. We don't need to go through his musical history. Young Dolph has scored 3 top 10 albums on the Billboard 200 charts, with his 2020 project called Rich Slave peaked at number 4 on the charts. His album earned a combined 2.6 million equivalent album units sold, 221,000 copies according to MRC data. His catalog tallied up 3.9 billion with a B on-demand U.S. streams, according to MRC data. Young Dolph scored 3 top 10 albums and was out here doing his thing. We're not even really talking about the albums that he scored and how he was out here doing his thing. Let's talk about what's really going on in his murder case. One of the suspects in his murder case was accidentally released after being caught by police, and this man has not been seen since. I don't see them making a big deal out of it in the media. They're not telling us, hey, we're still looking for this person. He's just out there running around, hiding. The person who's held responsible for taking care of his memorial site at Makeda's Cookies, that person got killed. You know, it's crazy. It's a lot of killing. It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of anything that has to do with him. Somebody want that done. They want him wiped off the face of the earth. They want his memories wiped off the face of the earth. They want anybody that tries to preserve it wiped off the face of the earth. Wicked. Now you got to remember, right? For those of y'all who don't know and didn't take the time to go look, this dude came from 2 drug addict parents. Both his parents were addicted to drugs, and he himself said this is how he got introduced to drugs, right? And instead of becoming a drug junkie himself, he became a dealer because he was already submerged in the world at a pretty young age. But he always wanted better for himself. He told himself from a young age that he was going to be wealthy. And he did become wealthy. Not street money, rap money, corporate money wealthy. At the time of his death, it was said that young Dolph owned over 100 plus real estate properties. And we're not talking about broke down bandos and crack houses. We're talking about houses that are worth substantial amounts of money. His business partner said every time he got a check, it seemed like he would go buy a new piece of real estate. For his children and their birthday, every year, he would buy a piece of property along with other gifts. So this man was always thinking about longevity. He wasn't about just, the flossing and expensive jewelry and name brand clothes and pretty cars. All the stuff that depreciates in value. He was actually living a whole different life. He had his woman. He had his children. He had a home. He had a stable mind. And he was trying to uplift a whole bunch of other people. He was known to pay off people's bills within his city. He didn't have to do that. You got to remember, he got his fame and he certified got his money. Wasn't one of the rappers bragging about how much money they have, and when you check it, it's an advance check from some record company. With him, it was his cash. He had legitimate businesses. He could have moved out and went Hollywood, but he stayed in the hood, and he stayed around that area to help people there. So a lot of people are hurt behind this. The fact that he was a breadwinner, the goose that laid the golden egg, and they took his life like this, is sad. What message this sends is this: get your money and get as far away from your people as possible, because your people, majority of them, don't love themselves, so they definitely can't love you. And this inbred destruction thing, we don't like to see each other win. We like to see other people win so we can worship their riches. But we don't like to see our own people win. Because as soon as we start seeing them win, we start developing what's called jealousy, envy, and hate. They didn't have any reason to kill this man like this, other than, he was a friend of somebody that wasn't a friend of mine, or he put somebody on and didn't put me on even though I used to be cool with him. Dumb shit like that. He didn't kill anybody's mama, brother, sister, daddy. He was out here really trying to uplift his people. 22 shots. Damn. The one in the forehead and the neck and the side of the face, that took me out. Leave y'all comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV. I'm out. Peace.